Hello guys, how you doing? CiNiO Gaming here, and in today's episode we're gonna talk about Prison Empire Tycoon card collections. Alright then, so let's dig into the cards and cards collection and what actually I'm talking about. So cards, you can actually get them access from this menu on the right hand side. You click here, you've got a certain cards. So we've got a common cards, we've got a rare cards, epic and the legendary ones. As you see, I'm nowhere near having any legendary, but I managed to unlock some epic cards, etc. So what the cards itself giving? So the cards giving a certain bonuses. So certain bonuses are affecting the overall gameplay, and there will be also bonuses which only works on, for example, particular prison. This one, as we see, is just increasing the income from a prison cells. This one reduces the chances of high security prisoners getting stressed out, and this one increase the amount of money you offered by phone from time to time. So there are different bonuses. You also got a characters, so like for example this, the grumpy chef look-alike Gordon Ramsay. It's actually giving you certain bonuses when works in the kitchen, and then you've got a special guard as well, which is helping you obviously when it comes to rioting, etc. So there are many various cards. I don't want to go through all of them together, but we just want to focus on how we actually get in these cards, and then as you're gonna start unlocking them, you can read description of every single one of them and knowing what bonuses you get in. Right, so we are currently running another event, which is Iron Fortress. Event usually comes on a weekend, and it's based on pretty much running your prison from scratch, where we are time limited. So currently I still got 15 hours to go, but I have maxed out this one. So you're pretty much starting only with this cell module, and then you go to the left, building second one, then the third one, and lastly a fourth one. And this is where you're gonna max out on the money. There are two workshops. We go workshop with carpentry and metallurgy, and this is where you're gonna actually get some nice profit boosts. So looking on the gameplay itself, if you haven't seen the first impression video, click on the card above. This is where you're actually gonna start experiencing getting a card. And what I mean by that is actually we click on the info of this event itself. You obviously got different characters to be able to get when you complete event, etc. But if we actually go on these milestones, there is a big chance of gaining a lot of diamonds, and then we want to focus on these suitcases look-alike. This is where the cards are hidden. So obviously in this particular event we already got 1, 2, 3, and I hope getting these two as well. So this is where normal gameplay doesn't really give you any as of yet, and you should experience first cards running these events. I highly recommend coming every weekend and participating in these ones. So when I say there is no cards in a normal ordinary gameplay, as there is no additional bonuses or the ways of getting cards. So this is a third event running, I'm participating in, and this is where I'm getting my cards from. But what I wanted to do, on top of talking and discussing how we get in cards from event, I have managed to gather over 1500 diamonds now, where we can actually get pack of cards for 1200, which is the most expensive one. So if we go into our cards again and we get a get cards, we see there are different chests, and there is a event chest which costs 100 diamonds for this particular event and give us a chance of actually getting double money and double prisoners, perhaps when it comes to rehabilitation. So we will get there at some point. I want to try it out, but for today's episode I wanted to prepare 1200 diamonds to actually open one of these expert suitcases. So I didn't want to go basic, advanced. If we go, it has to be a maximum price, and I must admit it was pretty hard to get these 1200 diamonds. So without further ado, I think we're just gonna jump into and see what we can get. So just before we go that, one more time, we've got a common cards, we've got a rare cards, which you see I'm pretty much got many of them already. Got 3 of epic, none of legendary. So let's just see what 1200 diamonds expert suitcase contain. So actually we already got a pretty display of what we might have. That's a lot of cards. Let's just go for it. Okay, so we are pretty much leveling a lot of these common cards, a lot of levels, 97 fragments, 38 fragments, beautiful. Okay, so it looks that there was plenty of cards, but it ended up with a lot of fragments for the same bonuses. So let's just check that now. Still no legendary. Some epic are on a higher level, definitely. Yeah, the rare ones, we've seen definitely one of these, we've seen these ones. Yeah, and they're pretty high levels when it comes to this one. As we see now, we need to collect up to 100 cards. So yeah, there will be definitely some great bonuses. And as I mentioned before, this one actually gives you raid in particular prison, so that's one of the common cards. Okay, so we get some extra bonuses here. So obviously I'm not sure if opening next suitcase we got a chance of actually getting some legendary, or the legendary is the only way when we participate in the event. As you see, that's the end goal, getting that knight, but it's hard. It would be hard for me to get there, and the only reason I'm thinking, because I have tried it on many times, I'm getting past this stage. I don't think I get to 36k yet, but obviously I'm not sitting 24/7 trying to grind that. The reason I'm saying we can get there is that I want to get some more diamonds, and I will be buying some of these chests costing 800. So if we got a chance of doubling the money and the prisoners, then potentially we can start getting and hitting this legendary card. I believe there is some legendary cards rewards. We might end up on that weekly reward. So that perhaps one of the episodes we will cover. But for the time being, this will be everything around the cards. So normal gameplay, we don't really have a chance of getting any, apart these diamond suitcases, and I think it's worth collecting up to 1200 diamonds and get the best one. And other than that, participate in that weekly event, as this is where you're gonna get a lot of cards, which translate into a lot of bonuses and your overall game progression. So for the time being, that will be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more contents, hit notification bell, and I'll see you in the next episode. For the time being, thank you very much for watching. Take care and bye bye.